day. From Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia. It's week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, week 1. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. First and 10, it's Wilson. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen.
Wilson's pass.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Here's Hardman to return.
Mecole Hardman.
48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
Their own 26-yard line.
Here now the first carry is a Falcon for the man coming home to Georgia, Todd Gurley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a 1st down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Gurley. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. 1st and goal at the 1.
Goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down and score points.
You know what that tells me? They saw their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
This will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. And the last drive, their 1st drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
They had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. And this a quick slant to Lockett. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Buying time to his left. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Wilson's throw caught by Metcalf. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Options galore here. Second and a few inches.
At the Falcons, 33.
They'll toss it out to Carson. And he's going to be taken down right at the line.
Chris Carson on the carry. Roquan Smith in on the tackle. A gain on the play. First down, Seahawks.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Falcons 7, Seahawks nothing.
They run it with Carson. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. From the shotgun, Wilson. They'll find Metcalf. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Wilson. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
And Myers able to knock it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
On the return, the Falcons take over 1st and 10.
We remind you lots more to come here this opening weekend of the Return to Football 2020. Coming up later tonight, it's the national debut of SoFi Stadium in Southern California. The Cowboys and the Rams doing battle there. And then 2 more to finish off the week on Monday Night Football. The Steelers and Giants from MetLife Stadium and the Titans and Broncos from Mile High. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him. That full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball in the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. We're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
14-yard line.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Gurley. He juked him. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Todd Gurley, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Monte Casey.
Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Hardman on the return. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The 30, 10, touchdown, Falcons. A big play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Falcons push further out in front. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the point.
And a loose football. And the Falcons grab it. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
Sterling Hawkrichter to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Tyler Lockett trotting onto the field, getting set for this next drive. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? Second quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you're...
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. After the sack on first down, Wilson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. And that one off the mark, a little late with a throw. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Fielded just inside the 30. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. first down. Wentz. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Hayden Hurst, former first-round pick, the intended target. And it's second down.
It's now second down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Completes it to Hardman. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, it's Wentz. His throw caught right around the 6. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Falcons continue to pour it on.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Tyler Lockett trotting onto the field, getting set for this next drive. They've got to find a way to get him more involved in this game plan. Down here in the 2nd quarter, he doesn't even have a catch.
And don't think they're not hearing about it in the huddle and on the sidelines. And we often think of wide receivers at times being disruptive. It's just that they know their talents and they know the type of plays they can make, and they can make big ones. They want the ball to help their team.
Yeah, you got to think he's going to want the ball more. 1 target, no catches. This one into the hands of Metcalf. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. From the gun, Wilson. Complete here. It's Hyde. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 4th.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10. At their own 29-yard line.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. Touchdown, Falcons! Hayden Hurst. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go.
Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10. at their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 12 yards there and a first down.
First down, Seattle.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Carson. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now.
3rd and 5.
Throwing now is Wentz. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Mecole Hardman. 63 yards, and the Falcons add on. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got to dig down deep, and they need something. Now Carson fumbles the football, and the Falcons grab it, and he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you get defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6.
A 31-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger.
52.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3.
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And caught left side, Olsen. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Greg Olsen.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Now it's Carson. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
The ball carrier. He's tackled at the 40-yard line.
Chris Carson has proven to be a workhorse for the Seattle Seahawks, and they continue to expand his game. We know that he can run inside and be a bruising type of a player, but he has surprising speed to the perimeter, and they've expanded his game now by throwing it to him out of the backfield. In 2019, in the top 10 in the league in touches and yards from scrimmage.
On first down, Wilson. Philip Dorsett hauls it in.
Wilson.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
3.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. This throw complete. Wilson finding Lockett. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 40. 12 yards there and a first down.
Seattle.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Operating from the gun, Wilson toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw again, Wilson. That one going to be complete to David Moore. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. Here it's 3rd and 3. To throw again is Wilson. He finds his running back, Hyde. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
First down, Seahawks.
Right there. I got you. I got you. Right. Go 58 to the mic. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
Now Wilson on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Wilson on 3rd down. He goes right back to Metcalf, this time complete. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still,
No
yardage.
yards.
Field
Okay.
goal is good. Makes the score Falcons 52.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 28.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions.
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener, but this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
DK Metcalf.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
And 5 at the 30-yard line.
Right over there, right over there. Yeah. 58, right there. I got it.
From the gun, Wilson. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. A gain of 6 there on first.
Complete to Wilson.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Wilson's pass.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And
Wilson will throw again. And he finds a man. It's Olsen.
Wilson's pass.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
9 yards.
2 veterans there, Wilson to Olsen for a Seattle first down.
Wilson's pass.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
And 5 at the Falcons' 29-yard.
Flushed out right. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys that just gave up that play.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
Myers' kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
And now the first NFL carry for the former Georgia star, DeAndre Swift. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
And 7.
Here we go, D. Hey, one set.
Once again, it's Swift. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Let's go. Watch 50. Watch 50. I'm here all day.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Running is Swift. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason, and now I'm listening to you. So for Atlanta, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The players on your team earned XP. Quickly upgrade your team at the end of each game. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.